We're going to need to water the potato plants. And most of you may well be on the meter. I'm certainly on the meter now. So we've got to look after the water that falls onto our gutters and comes down. So here you see 3 water butts. Got 2 more down the side, and we've also got a nice pond we can actually bring into action to help with watering if we can. When you're thinking about growing potatoes, think about your access to water and the way you're going to apply it. So in the last video we talked about soils. Still got them here now, but probably, Lizzie, you're not going to have enough energy in any soil to grow the potato. Some soils can, but normally you need to add in some sort of fertiliser. People often add in fish blood and bone as a general fertiliser, but really it's not what the potato crop wants. We're trying to grow great big lumps of matter under the soil. So I would say go out and get a dedicated potato fertiliser.
Yep.
It's going to be high in potash, and that's great because what we want is not leaf, we want potatoes.
Wonderful. Cool, so what about drainage?
Well, all the water that is going to go onto the crop, and we do get these heavy downpours during the summer, you've got to make sure it goes on to the potato crop and goes through it. If you start to see potatoes lying in water, that will ruin the crop overnight. So, you know, heavy soil, do make sure you've dug down and there's no compaction underneath, i.e. a pan where the water can't go. This is a little plot that's been dug over, and we have to keep it that the water can actually flow through the crop and actually not get pulled up or inhibited.
What does a potato need in terms of light?
Well, not too much. They don't need to be in totally exposed sites, but they do need to be grown in a way where the overhanging trees or big fences are not putting them in full shade. So here in the potato patch, we had the Brussels sprouts here last year. We're going to put the potatoes in. Well, I've just got to be mindful that tree over there doesn't get too big. Can't do anything about the 2 big ones at the back. And we like trees. Trees are a really important part of our life, so we don't want to go cutting them all down. But the potato will require light.
Fantastic, so that's why we've got a big open
patch, yeah.
Open patch.
Yeah. And a cat here who's doing that.
Hey there.
Okay.
And what about temperature?
Well, we can't illustrate that really well on a February day here, Lizzie, but you know, it's temptation, particularly for enthusiasts like me. I want to plant too early. If I plant too early, frost is going to kill the potatoes. Yeah. So we can't do that. And we also just have to bear in mind that if it does get too hot, the potato plant will simply stop growing. That's normally about 25 to 28 degrees Celsius. What we really want is a nice even growing period. Last year, we didn't have that. I planted my potatoes, April went very, very cold. And you know, commercial growers suffered as well because that chill on the potatoes wasn't really good. For a potato plant to be really growing effectively, it wants to be in double figures Celsius, and temperatures of 3, 4, 5, 6, although it's not frost, that will hold the potato plant back.